Hello guys, welcome to today's tutorial. So today I'm going to be showing you how you can set up your email, SMTP email delivery using API instead of your SMTP. But as you can see, Render has disabled SMTP on their free tier. So this is a way around that. For development purpose, you can use an API instead. You can use API mail instead. So, and the one I prefer is the promailer. You can use this promailer. It gives you easy access, to your mails. To send mails easily from your backend just via their API. So you can check out the documentation here to show you, let's go straight to sending emails. You can see this is where you send emails, but before you get here, you have to first of all set up your SMTP connections. So what this app allows you to do is it allows you to use your SMTP connection, to send your emails. So if you already have a domain, you probably have a SMTP connection for your domain. So in other videos, I'm going to show you how to get your SMTP, connection for your domain. So if you have a premium domain, the domain you want to use for your app, you can get the connection, the SMTP connection on your host, depending on where you host it. So if you are on free panel, you can just message your support team for those that provided you the hosting to give you the configuration for their server, and then you create an email and password. So you will be sending an email, for example, support at the name of your app.com. That will be your from email. So if you have your SMTP connection already, you just need to register. Once you register, you can log in. You will get to this, so you can dismiss this. So once you've registered, you get this dashboard. So this app gives you 50 emails, free emails every month that you can send with their server for free. And then after that, you can decide to either upgrade. So I want to show you the plans. So this is the plan here. You can see you have the free plan, which you get 50 email per month, 2 SMTP connection, 5 gig storage, and it is start at $2 per month, where you get 3,000 emails per month, 5 SMTP connections, advanced analytics. You even get server monitoring every 5 seconds to monitor your server, watch for downtime, and notifies you by email if your server is downtime. And you can also configure to ping your server. For example, if you are on a server that goes to sleep after idle time, you can configure it to continually ping your server so that it doesn't go to sleep, with this. So you also have the professional plan, which gives you 100,000 email per month, 10 SMTP connection, server monitoring for every 2 minutes, email campaign, and scheduling. Then you have the business, which you get unlimited email per month, 10 SMTP connections. So after that, you have the premium, which you have unlimited SMTP connection. So whichever you want. So First thing first, let's register. Once you register, you can sign in. Already, registered. So I want to use one of my accounts, test account here. I'm signing in. So this is the dashboard you get. You get to see the emails that you've sent. So this account is on a pro. You can see pro, so which gives you 10,000 emails per month. Of which you barely just send 141 from my apps. So basically, once you log in, the first thing you want to do is go to your SMTP connection. Add your SMTP connection here. You can see here I have some SMTP connection here. So you want to add your SMTP connection. Once you add your SMTP connection, it will give you a SMTP ID. This is a SMTP ID, which you can use to identify which SMTP you want to use to send your emails. And after that, you can click on the API documentation here. This is the documentation. This is how you can send mail from your application. So you can see the example here using JavaScript. You call this endpoint and send the payload containing the two, which is where you're sending it, the subject, and your HTML, which is the mail. And your header will contain your API key as authentication and authorization method. So you can get your API key by coming here to API keys here and generating the API key. So once you are here, you can just click on generate a new API key to give you an API key here. Then you can copy it and include it. So that way you can send your emails stress-free on any server. Even on render, you can send emails using the API approach. So that is just the easiest way you can send. Fix the issue of render not allowing you to send mails on their server. This is the easiest way. So after you've done that, these are other things you can do for server monitoring. This is where you do your server monitoring and alert. This is where you add your servers. For example, so I have these servers that I'm monitoring. These servers are currently down. They are render, hosted on render, currently on dev. They are down because I've used up my free quota this month. So this is down. So you can add a server that you want to monitor here. Add a service. So once you add the service, and then you can ping it regularly. So you choose for example, let me show you. So I'm going to add the URL of the backend of the server, the ping interval. How many minutes do you want to ping it to keep it alive, to ping and check? So this can also act as keep alive. So if you are on a free tier for a server that pings down, so you send the interval of ping. So you want it to always ping and wake up the server. If you're on free tier, for example, now render spins down, I think after 15 seconds, depending, I think between 2 minutes, between 1 minute, 2 minutes, to 5 minutes of inactivities. So you can specify when you want it to ping. So once you ping, you enter the URL of the server, the interval you want it to ping, maybe every 2 minutes, every 5 minutes. I think the highest is 1 minute that you can ping the server. Then you create and you verify your server. How do you verify? It will give you a token you can add to your backend. So once you add the token, it will ping that URL on your server. So add it to your route. So once you ping it and it comes back 200, it will verify and start monitoring this server, and you'll be able to see it here. So these are the servers I'm monitoring. So you can click on the details here to see an overview of what's going on. So if there's downtime, you'll get an email, and it will also wake up the server by pinging it. You can see it's monitoring it. It's pinging and recording the response in milliseconds. How long did it take the server to respond? So the latency here is 153, latency here is 133, 115, 181, 121. You can see the latency over time here. You can see. So that is that about that. So you can see this was when it was down. I got a notification that the server was down. Or it's back up now. It's back up. So you can implement this to always ping it to keep it alive, and to also notify you in case there's a crash or something that is preventing the server from coming up. You get first-hand notification. So, and then you also have email campaigns where you can set up your campaigns. For example, you want to send emails, you want to send promotional emails or marketing emails, to a large number of people. You can configure it here, start a new campaign, import your contacts from your CSV, then have it send it over time. For example, you might want to send it to 50,000 people. You can't just send it at once. You want to send 50,000 mails, you can't send it all at once, because depending on your email is going to be flagged. So you need to space it over time. So you want to send 50,000 promotional emails, you might want to space it, sending maybe like 500 a day. I think 500 is the safest, is the limit, which is safe to send. If you are sending more, the servers might flag your emails as spam. So you don't want to do that. So you want to spread it over time. So that's what email campaign is for. You want to send marketing emails to 50,000 clients. You want to have the system send 300 every day, for the next, or 500 every day, until the mails are sent out. So that's what email campaign is for. You can also schedule emails here. You can import your contacts. There's email composer if you want to compose and send. So that's an overview of what this app does. Basically, it is an email server, that helps you offload your email server, so that you can focus on what your app is supposed to be doing. So this will just abstract, and take care of email sending for you, and also prevent your email from being flagged. So that is that about that. So I hope you've gotten an understanding. I'm going to be dropping more detailed tutorials, so make sure you follow this channel. So the next tutorial, I'm going to show you how to keep your servers alive, especially if you're on a free server, how to keep them alive and monitor their activity, their uptime. So see you next time.